First of all, what I want to talk about is Habia, because everyone hears Habia and he is all about it. It's the Hair and Beauty Industry Authority. But what is Habia?
I'm glad you say that everybody hears about it. That's good. That there's awareness. So it's the Hair and Beauty Industry Authority, and it's a SSO, a standard setting organisation. They used to be called sector skills councils years ago, and then the government sort of changed tack. So now they're SSO, so we are a standard setting organisation. So that means we set the standards. And it's not like the standards in the salons or with the practitioners, it's the education standards. So we every year put a demand statement in to the government to say what's new in the industry or which standards haven't been reviewed, for 5 years or so. So we've got to pitch, I suppose, to the government about what's needed, like many other sectors do. So whether it's manufacturing or construction or nuclear, we're up against all the different sectors. So sometimes we don't know which ones will be approved. We probably don't know this year, we'll probably not know till April or May what projects we've got. So what we develop a standard setting, National Occupational Standards. So you'll have heard NOS.
Yes.
So that stands for National Occupational Standard. Every job role in the UK has got a NOS for every single task that job does. So whether you're an engineer, a chef, a plumber, there will be National Occupational Standards, and they show how that job is done efficiently, effectively and safely. So for instance, if it was doing a manicure or something like that, there would be a NOS, a standard for doing a manicure, and it would say a little bit of an introduction. It would then say the performance criteria that you'd have to go through to do that efficiently, effectively and safely. Then there's a whole area that is all about underpinning knowledge. So what legislation you need to know about, what health and safety, what bone structure, what physiology, all those things to be able to do that manicure. And then there often is an area that's called a range. So in what range and what products, what equipment. So it's all a standard way of producing it that we have to do for the government. And so it's really interesting because we work with experts on an expert working group, an EWG we call it. We get those experts together, and if it's a national occupational standard, it's got to have experts from all 4 nations in the UK. So we've got to get our Scottish experts, Northern Ireland, Welsh and England. So we get them all together. So it's brilliant. So that's why I'm always looking for experts such as yourself and people in your membership, because like May and Serena in Northern Ireland and Barbara. So I often invite them to say, would you comment and be part of that expert working group? Because the National Occupational Standards of the whole of the UK, and everyone's got to be happy with them, and everyone's got to have been able to feed back their responses on a national survey and things like that. So we'd work with them. If it's a brand new one, we'd start developing it. If it's a review, we'd get them to look at the old standard and say what's changed in the industry, what do we need to update, what do we need to add. Once they've helped us do that, and I've got sort of project managers at Habia that are experts in beauty and hair. We're also part of Skills Active, so we do the same thing for sport as well. So that's another area. So I'm sort of the CEO of Skills Active, which many years ago, Habia has been around about 30 years, as you know. That's how we met. About 30 years ago.
I don't know where that time's gone.
I know, we used to sit in Doncaster around a table and with Jane and Tiffany and everyone. But Skills Active, years ago, we didn't have a big enough footprint as our sector to stand alone as a sector skills council. Right. And it was, who do we merge with? So it was Skills Active that was felt to be the best organisation because of the link with spas and fitness and wellness. And I think that has proved to be the best fit, because now we're doing like wellness coach. Meanwhile, we're doing holistic and wellness. So there's a bit of crossover, especially with our projects that are current at the moment. So that's what we do, really.